Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm very excited about today. Today is the release of my journal collection and the start of a fun adventure for me. I'm very excited. I want to start by thanking everyone who participated in my giveaway where I asked you to share ideas for the name of the collection and what I might call it, whether it's over the month or over the course of the year. I appreciated everyone's response and everyone's ideas. I absolutely love how our minds work in different ways. To me, it is always better for input and insight from others who are part of my channel and just enjoy this along with me. So thank you guys so much for everyone who participated in that. I appreciate it. This month, I'm simply calling it the April Dreamer Collection by Cheaply Chic. Like, that's what it's going to be called in my Etsy shop. So I think right now I'm going to keep it simple and tied to the theme of that month, and we'll just see what transpires along the way. So yes, this is the April Dreamer Collection. Let's get into what is in this collection. So the first and most important detail, of course, is the journal. Like I've mentioned before, it is always going to be, I shouldn't say always, you never know what's going to happen, but for now, in my mind, it's always going to be a traveler's notebook size. So it will fit in your traveler's notebook, but then again, you don't have to use it in a traveler's notebook. So just for reference, 8¼ inches tall and 4¼ inches wide. I'm showing you 3 variations here because I used the Prima Tales of You and Me paper collection. You potentially, if you purchase this collection, will get one of these covers. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm not going to divide them up by style because there's really a lot of variation throughout the rest of this kit too. A lot of the same, but then variation, and you'll see what I mean as I go. So I wanted to show you the potential cover that will be in this collection. I will start by showing you this journal. So the thing about the collection is it will be a journal with 15 pages. There's a lace closure that will come around your journal. So this is a piece of lace that you'll be able to use either as a closure or in your journal. I've created the cover with half of a coffee stained doily. And they're all handmade, you guys, so they're all going to look a little bit different, you know what I mean? But they all have the same look. There's a piece of pink satin ribbon here stitched on with the sewing machine, some burlap here, a little purple ruffle, and then the word Dreamer with this little safety pin and beads here on the cover. The thing about the collection is I wanted it to be something that you could do and put together yourself, but then have an element of me included with it. So it's you and I together, and I love it. I plan on the cover always being what I create and the journal being what you create. So I'm very excited, and this is what the April journal looks like. This is also a pocket here on the front, so you're going to receive elements to create a tag. This tag measures 6 inches by like 3¼ inches, and what I like about it is it fits inside this pocket. You could use it on the front or possibly on the back. I actually created it to fit in the front, so I'm not sure how that back pocket works, but I do want to show you that there is a pocket here that you can add something to. So we'll talk more about that tag in a minute. The papers are all laid out the same in all of the journals. There are 15 pieces of paper in here, which gives you 60 sides to create and play with. So you have an inside cover. There's some coffee dyed heart paper that I love to make. Some vintage dictionary paper, coffee dyed paper. This is some tea stained pink notebook paper. Some vintage music paper. This paper is dyed with red cabbage, so it gives this really pretty pale blue color, and it's hearts again. Some graph paper, tea stained paper. Some tea-stained ledger paper, more tea-stained paper. This page comes from a 1971 postage stamp catalog. I absolutely love that book. It's so fun. So I added this so it could be a flip out. More tea-stained paper, a little paper sack that you could keep some goodies in. This is a Kool-Aid dyed paper, tea stain paper, and then we're at the center of the signature. I also left the string long in case you preferred that hanging out of your book. You can always go shorter, but you can't go longer. You know what I'm saying? So that is what the journal looks like as a whole. This is what comes in the collection that I'll be using this month in my video or videos. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen with that yet, but here is a vintage dictionary page. And this is what I mean by variation. This is the page I have out, but of course, you don't really know what page of the dictionary you're going to get. So keep that in mind. Vintage dictionary page, a page from that 1971 postage stamp catalog, half of a vintage music sheet, a page from a vintage Huckleberry Finn book. You'll also receive a tea-stained Secret Garden book page that has some stamp layering on it of this pretty rose. You'll receive your pieces to create a tag for the front of the book. Again, it may be a variation from the paper pack, but it is from Tales of You and Me, along with this piece of paper that you can adhere to the front of it if you would like, with this little stamped image here on the front, or you could use the other side that is blank if you didn't want to use the flower. So there's that. We talked about the lace closure already. There will be a music sheet envelope that does fit into the journal. It's stitched here. Creates a little pocket, and then there's a little flip over. Yours won't have my little measurements written there, but it does fit inside the journal. Again, it'll be a different piece of music than the one I'm showing you. And there will also be 3 pieces of the Prima Tales of You and Me paper cut to a 6x6 size that you can use in some way, shape, or form in your journal. These will vary from kit to kit, but here's an idea of what those papers may look like. So you'll get 3 of those, 6x6. You will receive this little kit to make paper clip bookmarks with. And don't forget, you can always use this little glassine bag. That was my thinking there. So you're going to get 1 large gold paper clip and 2 small paper clips, along with the fibers and ribbons that match the kit that will be included to tie onto your paper clips. You'll receive a little purple fabric ruffle of some kind that you can add into your journal that matches this material here on the cover of the book. This can just be glued on, so that's a little fun piece. You'll also receive a little bookmark kit here with some beads and elements to create a bookmark, and I'll show you. I put one together already, so I'll show you what I intended for that to look like, and I'm sure I'll do another one on video. But this is some waxed cord here, and on the ends I've just added the little beads that come with the kit. So there's these pearl pink beads, those pale blue beads, these flat, and then this really pretty purple bead. I just loved that with those flowers on there. And then on this one I added a little pink bow. So those are the elements that will be in the journal, and then in the end it's something that you can slip inside your book, and it hangs out of the bottom here. So there's a little kit for the bookmarks. You'll also receive this little package of elements that you could use inside the journal. So there's a couple large flower punch outs, a few small flower punch outs, and I'll probably put those together on video and show how to make those flowers, because it also comes with a small button to add to the center. So there's things to make a flower embellishment. There's also, that goes with the flower. There's also a button on the larger side, a button that's more medium in size, and then 2 smaller buttons here that you could use throughout the journal. And then there's 4 little heart punch outs that you could add to the string in the center of your signature if you would like to, or you could use them in different areas around your journaling. And again, all of these are variations. I have a lot of vintage buttons and some newer, so your kit is going to come with something that looks different, I'm sure, than these buttons here, but you will be getting 5 buttons altogether. And then last but not least is this little package of goodies that will come in your kit. You're going to get this brown paper bag along with this paper doily, which measures 5 inches across. And then really you're getting another gold paper clip here at the top. Inside this bag, everybody has the same thing. You're getting the bag, you're getting a tea-stained 4x6 index card, an alteration tag, 3 tea-stained tickets that you could use, a vintage Rolodex card that is yellowed, and then just a little garment sales tag with a string and this garment sales tag. And that is it, you guys. That is all the elements of this month's collection. Just to share a little of the details up front. So this will be in my Etsy shop for $30. In April, I have 40 kits available. That may be way too much. It might not be enough. I'm not really sure. I don't know how to judge who's going to be interested in participating in this or who's going to be interested in the kit. I really have no idea. So I'll apologize ahead of time if there isn't enough. I'm hopefully going to be able to create more as I go. I have my mom helping me, who you guys have seen her work on my channel. I've sold a couple journals that she's created, so I trust her in helping me put this together. And also my daughters will be involved. My youngest daughter helped me. She's also just amazingly creative. I love playing along and working with them. So I have their help putting the kits together, and we'll just see what kind of an interest there is. But I want you to know up front, there are 40 of them available right now, and the kit is $30. So I just want to give you that information up front. When you're watching this video, they will be available in my Etsy shop, so that link will be down below. Be on the lookout for a video where I'm going to play in this journal. It may be once, it may be 2 or 3 times. I'm not exactly sure, but I will share some videos on that might give you some ideas on how you could play with this kit and things that you could do as well. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to dive into this endeavor and see what happens and see where it goes. Like I said in my previous video, this has been on my mind for a long time, since last July, to create something like this that I could put out and share on a monthly basis and have some meaning to it. Also, a note about shipping. I will ship anywhere in the world. Just like usual, I'll ship my journals anywhere. I'm not quite sure what the shipping cost would be overseas. You'll have to play around with the calculator in the Etsy shop. I'll have a weight there, and then wherever you're at and you want to see how much shipping would cost, that'll be information that'll be over in my Etsy shop. For anyone here in the States, this will be shipped in a flat rate padded priority envelope. So that gives you an idea of what shipping will be. And yeah, if there's any questions that I haven't answered, that I haven't thought to answer, please go ahead and ask them in the comment section down below, and I will get back to you. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.